All right, more listings, less FOMO. What's next for the real estate market in Vancouver? The hot topics right now are a surge in listings as of January. We had 5,500 new listings come on the market in January. That's a 46% increase year over year. So we typically get about 3,500 new listings. I'm uncertain if this is spring inventory being pulled forward due to the stronger or more positive outlook we had at the tail end of last year, where we had stronger sales October, November, and December, double digit over year. We'll see what happens as spring comes on. I'm anticipating there's going to be a lot more inventory coming because that's just spring market. So how bad is it really? Well, sales were up 9% year over year, so that's fantastic. But this month, they're kind of lagging. We're only just over 1,100 sales so far, and we've listed just about 3,500 new listings. And when we don't sell half of our new listings, so half of 3,500 would be like 1,700, we start to accumulate more inventory, and as you know, more inventory puts downward pressure on prices. Now, a couple things that are happening in February that make it unpredictable is we had about 2 weeks of snow that really shuts down the market. I mean, anyone in Vancouver, once there's snow, they don't drive. That's just a no-no, right? No one has snow tires apparently. So that puts a damper on things. And so I'd like to think that that put a slowdown a bit into February. But we also have the situation going on with our neighbors to the south with the tariff on again, off again, on again, off again. You know, it's a little bit of an unknown, and President Trump is a little bit unpredictable. It has been said if there is the tariffs, if they come in, you know, we could see 0% GDP this year and up to 8% unemployment, which would be a high unemployment rate. So there could be some concerns of job security. I'm sure there's a few buyers out there that are possibly putting pauses on their plans because of that. So we wouldn't be surprised if that impacts the market here in the spring and some excess supply. However, being that he's so unpredictable, we'll see what happens, because it could be a fantastic spring if the activity continues and we get past all this weather. What's been great for you is that it's really impacted those fixed term rates because the bond market has taken a serious dip. So it might be an excellent time to get out there and lock in some good 5-year terms or ride this variable. If the tariffs do come on, it's going to be putting pressure on our economy, lowering interest rates, and then eventually we'll probably import some inflation. Oh, so what does this all mean? Well, buyers finally have more options. Competition is easing, but this is mainly in the condo market. I forgot to point this out. Of the listings, half of the new listings that came on, over half of them were condos. So it's that condo market that's being impacted. So if you're looking for an opportunity to get into the market in the condo segment, this is definitely a time to take a good look at your situation, because who wants to be fighting over a condo and doing multiple offers and all that kind of jazz? I feel like when most people want to buy, they want to buy in a situation where they have the time and they can negotiate good market value opportunities, or maybe even find good deals. The detached market on the west side is definitely in a buyer's market territory. However, generally speaking, detached is hanging in there. But east side, we've actually moved from, you know, being in a seller's market, getting closer down to the bottom end of a balanced market. So there's some opportunities there if you've been thinking about getting into the market in the detached space. Now it's entry level, so a lot of the product that's on there around 1.8 is more land value with a really small house, or just land value or assembly. But there's definitely some opportunities in that 1.8 to 2 million zone for entry level, like Vancouver Specials, maybe 2.1, which offer also rental income, which is fantastic. And a good thing about this inventory is, remember that sellers also become buyers, and they don't participate in the market until they have a place to live, because most sellers are always so concerned about, if I sell my house, where am I going to go next? And it's generally sellers that are a big part of this whole cycle of getting the activity going. So having more options is going to be really beneficial for anyone that's have life changes coming up, thinking about downsizing, thinking about right sizing, maybe you're upsizing because your family's going to be expanding, etc. So there's a lot more options and opportunities to pursue. So this could be your year. And if we have a great election and if we are able to work this out, you know, during this time of uncertainty, tends to be an excellent time to negotiate some of the best deals that you can, because once the tide flips, and we saw that those lower interest rates start to spur the activity that we saw October, November, December, the tide will change. So that will come. There's been enough people on the sidelines that want to get into the market because people want to have a roof over their heads. Tell me what you think. Are prices going up or going down? Too much inventory or not enough?